Hi, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me okay? If not, let me know and I can adjust. I'm working with the new setup here, which is the podcast equipment. So if you do I need to turn it up, turn it down, just let me know and we'll adjust. Sorry, I was kind of scrambling to get it together. I had to do a couple of tests as well to figure out what it was that needed to happen in order for me to use this. Um, so done figured it out. I think. I hope. Um, again, if I'm too loud or too quiet or something, let me know. And yeah, change it up. Change it up a little bit. So, as you know, tonight I get to do my podcaster voice here in front of you too. Um, so, as you know, tonight is Brown Forman night. Here, let me adjust this a little bit so I can get it out of my way. And I'm going to be drinking just Brown Forman products. I'm going to take my headphones out so that I don't hear myself talk all the time. That's when I usually get into like, oh, I'm going to be like super quiet because then I start hearing my voice and I start realizing that I'm either too loud or something. So, whew, been a long week. Had a good day. Oh, dadgummit. All right, well, that's something I'm going to have to figure out there too, is how not to hit the microphone. Anyway, hope everybody has had a good week, had a good day at work. Yes, Dustin, it is me in my live show. So again, Brown Foreman night. Not something that I normally do, but Swan suggested that I try the new Cooper's Craft, and so I was like, well, let's do Brown Foreman all night. So that's what we're doing. Starting off with some Woodford Reserve, just regular old Woodford, which I haven't had in a hot minute. So yeah, probably a good idea indeed. Yeah. Italian Perry. Yeah. It's okay. It's just an okay nose. I like it, but it's not like it doesn't blow me away. Um, yes, Brian, it is a good week when you don't lose any major internal organs, like a heart or a liver. Hmm. I'd say it is aggressively fine. I maybe do need to hear myself a little bit more. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not like I don't understand all of the acclaim that Woodford kind of gets. You know what I mean? Like everybody just fawns over it. I'll be honest though, this is a lot better than what I remembered. Um, yeah, I'll be having the double oak here in a little bit too, Dustin. So stay tuned for that. So let's see. Let's talk about what's been going on. First and foremost, new episode came out yesterday. If you have not heard it yet, you are missing out. It's a lot of fun. I got to interview a whole bunch of people um, for it. Folks from, Wilderness Trail, Bluegrass Distillers, Barrel House, some fantastic mixologists. Jacqueline from Maker's Mark, she was there too. She's a great lady. Um, a guy who was on Big Brother, who's now a cocktail maker and a mixologist, which is really cool. He's a nice, super, super nice dude. I'm going to have him on again, hopefully soon. Um, yeah, Jason, I kind of feel the same about that. Yes, there was a lot of music in the background on that one, and I apologize. There was nothing I could do about that. It was very loud, and I did my best. And that's all I can offer. Oh my gosh, Leanne's here, or Lil, or whatever you prefer. One of our very good Australian friends. So welcome in. Did I? Yeah, yes, Eric, I did have fun with it. It was fun. It was a good time. Straight down the middle bourbon. Always consistent. Yeah. Yep. Stephen. Yes, you can also dance to the podcast if you feel so inclined. That's totally up to you. Um, let's see what else. Really, that's been about it. I had to go kind of super low key when I was sick last week, and I apologize again that I wasn't able to do the live stream last week. There was just no way that I would have been able to get in and do something quality for you guys. Um, yeah, so I'll try to make it up for you this week. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun doing all these different Brown Forman products. I even went with a couple of Old Foresters. So yeah, hello Clifton, welcome in, my friend. I think that what I need to do. I feel like Woodford is one of those where you kind of need to have it around your house, um, but yeah, you lost me. Where'd I go? um, Yeah, Dustin, we might do that. We might very well just do that. I need to figure out how to save it, but um, funny. So anyway, yeah, I had to kind of take a back seat for a few days while I was on the mend, and I'm still not like 100%, but um, as you can hear some of that. But I think that I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That's what's important. Thank you, Clifton. I appreciate that. It's not as bad as I remember. Let me rephrase that. It's better than I remember. I didn't want to yeah, anyway. It's good. It really is like fine. It's just not my favorite thing in the world. Um Now this one fooled me. The Big Blind Bourbon taste off. And I kind of get why. Each sip is really a very different experience. Like there's not a whole lot of in terms of like what you would expect from the palate. There's nothing that's really overly consistent about it. Like I'm always kind of picking up different things here or there. Not that that's a bad thing to say per se. Sorry. Not that it's a bad thing per se, but it's kind of hard to pin one thing down. And I know that, you know, they say that Woodford has however many tasting notes, what, like 200, 300? I don't know. But I don't know. I just have a hard time with this one. I have a hard time with it. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. But Jason, I don't understand what you're saying there. Old Major Bacon. Mm. Hold on, sorry. One of the things that I didn't anticipate when I envisioned this new setup is that I couldn't reach all of the bottles that I had planned on drinking um, because they were all too far away and right where my microphone was. So I'm going to relocate some of them. Hang tight. I also just realized that most of this is going to be me drinking Old Forester products because apparently that's what I have the most of on hand, which is odd. Some of them are, like I said, older products though, and yeah. Excuse me. Um, Hi, Brandon. Um, Hi, Mash and Drum. Have I had Booker's 30th? Yes, Big Feats. I have had Booker's 30th. And I love it. And actually, Dustin finished the rest of my sample from Chad and Sarah. over the weekend, because that's what you do for friends, right? Hello, Joe Green. So happy that everybody's in here. I really did miss you guys last week. I apologize again. Just couldn't make it. Anyway, I'm going to stop harping on that because I got stuffs to talk about. What else? What else should... Oh, I know something else. If you've not gotten your tickets yet for the very first live episode of This Is My Bourbon podcast, where I talk to women of bourbon, April 6th at the Silver Dollar in Louisville, we have 9 tickets left. 9 left. Still only $5 a pop. I would love to sell that out. I think it would be fantastic to sell that out. Oh, thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Hi, Dad. Oh, Lil, I wish y'all could be here too. Creaky Squad's here. Hello, Creaky Squad. Yeah, Double Oak is a lot better than regular. Clifton said, just listened to your interview with Marianne, probably one of my favorite episodes of yours. I'm excited to visit there. Oh, thanks, bud. Yeah, that was a really great episode. I actually went there again, back to Dustin. Dustin and I, along with our wives, Misty and Lucy, went to go check out Castle and Key this weekend too. And yeah, such a great place. I love it. Just love it. Yeah, also, everybody go check out Jason over at the Mash and Drum. He did a really good interview with Elizabeth McCall from Woodford. She is their assistant master distiller. And it's a great episode. Go check out his YouTube channel. You definitely need to do that. I'm sorry I have to keep adjusting this microphone. I can't find a good position to stay in. But also something is rustling and I can't figure out what it is. That's my best. I don't know. Clifton, that's awesome. That's awesome. Maybe it's my beard. Yeah, it was a little rainy. Nah, Jason, I don't think it's the greatest bourbon in the world by any means. It is, yeah, again, good, not great. I think that's fair. Steven said, so thus far tonight, I'm doing E.H. Taylor small batch versus single barrel, and thus far, I am favoring small batch. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I got to be honest with you. I just think small batch is a little bit more consistent. This coming week, though, we are going to be doing the single barrel version of the podcast. We did that. We did the small batch episode a couple weeks ago, so now we're going to be doing the single barrel to complete that little pair of episodes. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're recording that on Monday, so I'm going to have a very quick turnaround for editing, but it's all good. Scotch Bottle and Justified. It's set in Kentucky. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Just is what it is. I don't know. I feel like I should have been in a better mindset to drink more Old Foresters, excuse me, Brown Forman stuff. I don't know. This is kind of growing on me a little bit more. I always have to kind of revisit my thoughts on this and go, did I really like it that much? And usually the answer is, well, yeah, you did. But it depends. Hey, Jason, over Mash and Drum, Jason. How long do they double oak it for? I can't remember. Let me know. Because they answered that. Elizabeth answered that on the show. Monica, the job is going well. Had a really good day at work today. Yeah, been doing some cool stuff. So it's nice to enjoy work and not dread it every day. Um, Dustin did drink some good stuff at your house on Saturday, Dad. Little less than a year. That's right. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. So we got to talk a little bit too, because it keeps getting brought up. So Dustin and his wife Misty came and stayed at our house over the weekend, and so we had a crazy amount of fun, just drinking bourbon, and they got in at about 2:00 on Saturday afternoon, and it took us about 5 or 10 minutes to actually pour something. And then the rest of the day just kind of went off, and we didn't stop until about 11:00 on Saturday night. But I was breaking stuff out for Dustin that he'd never tried. He'd never had BTAC before, so I had him try. Weller and George C. Stagg from the Antique Collection. He got to try some of my pre-fire Heaven Hill. What else did you try, Dustin? The older turkey that I had, New Riff Rye. I think we did Stag Junior at one point. Most of what I brought out for him is still kind of scattered about my room. What else was there? The Buffalo Trace pick that Dad and I went on. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I missed church. Thanks, Dad. Man, I don't know what else. It was a good time. We had a really good dinner that night too. Had a great lunch the next day. Stopped in at the James E. Pepper distillery to try some of their barrel proof stuff, which I'm probably going to go back and get. Hello, Matt from Whiskey Crusaders. How are you? Dad, what haven't you tried? What are you talking about? Yeah, the bottles are just everywhere. I really need to clean up. I just haven't had a chance to yet. Oh, you haven't tried your BT pick yet? Oh. Well, Dad, you need to do that. It's good stuff. Oh, okay. Sorry. Got a weird email about the podcast. Apologize. Yeah. So anytime you guys want to come into Lexington and see me and have a couple drinks and go to do whatever, let me know. Shoot me an email. This is mybourbonshop@gmail.com. I'm always happy to have a good time and entertain and get up to some kind of shenanigans. And come meet Dad as well. And we will go to OBC and we'll have a fantastic old time. Yeah. Gosh, I still need. Sorry, I'm just thinking of things. I had just remembered something I had to do, and I did not do it today. That's all right. Gosh, we're already 20 minutes into this. Whew. Okay. How about some Old Forester? Haven't had any of that yet. Jason, yes, it is a place you can spend your entire day at. So the great thing about the distillery district is that you can I think the only thing you couldn't do is have breakfast there. So you go in for lunch, you go to, say, Goodfellas, have some pizza. You could then spend a little time maybe getting ice cream, visiting a couple of the distilleries that are there. Their tours are like an hour each, so that's plenty of time to kill. There are a couple little bars around there too, so if you want to take a break, grab a drink too, you could do that. Monica, absolutely. Please come down. We would love to have you. Um, yes, Dad, there is, and I am trying. So we'll get to that in a second. But put a pin in Railbird. We'll talk about that in a second. Um, but yeah, the distillery district is just one of the coolest things in the world. One of my favorite parts of Lexington, and the fact that you really can kind of spend your entire day there. Um, but yeah, just get the beer samples at Town Branch. Yes, absolutely, because Town Branch bourbon is no bueno. It is no bueno. That's what's making the noise. It's my beard rubbing on my vest. Never mind. Oh, I'm tired. All right. So I figured I would go for. I haven't had this in a hot minute either. Bottles all over the place. This is a bottle of Old Forester from 1995, I believe. Tecum Vest. The laser code is a little hard to read, but I'm almost certain that it's a 1995 bourbon. So, cap's hard to get off. That's how you can tell. Steven, I do not have a bourbon from the year I was born. I need to, though. I would love to find a turkey from the year that I was born. That would be awesome. So, anyway, 95 Old Forester in the old Glencairn. Thanks, Glenn and Karen. Oh, Lil 93. It's got that dusty funk to it. It's kind of funky. Big Feats, there's got to be something from there. Yeah, he really probably does. I mean, I'd buy it off of him. You know. What's going on, Swan? Yeah, everything's fine. I'm good, buddy. Man, this is that funky, dusty nose. It's good though. It really is. Man, that drink's a lot fuller than an 86 proof whiskey. I will say it is a little bit astringent. It's a little bit astringent midway through the palate. The finish is nice. Up front, it's a little weird. It's not bad by any means. It's just strange, I would say. Which is not what I'm used to. Oh, Clifton Old Forester Rye is so daggone good. I was gonna have it, but I feel like I've gone through this a little bit quicker than I anticipated. We'll see what we get to. We'll see what we get to. Because I'd like to have some early times bottled and bond as well, but I don't know. Second sip was a little bit better, I would say. There's kind of like a candy corn note in there as well. And then something kind of savory. Interesting. This is very different from Old Forester today. I will say that much. And when I'm definitely going to try the 100 proof Old Forester signature after this one. But yeah. Oh, hi, Bourbon Sane. Thank you for stopping in for a brief minute, and enjoy working. That was Lucy watching TV downstairs. It was very loud. Um, Brian, we'll just have to come over when Monica comes down. Then you and Tammy should come down as well because that would be a lot of fun. Um, Jason, yes, it is 86 proof, and yes, it is better than today's 86 proof by a mile. Absolutely. Um, um, and that's funny because I feel like 80 proof Wild Turkey is better than their 81 proof too, which is odd, but I don't know. Something about all the old pipes and whatnot. It is what it is. Who's to say? Well, okay, Brian, that's a good point. I just meant like in the meantime or afterwards or whatever. So let's also talk about Dad brought this up earlier. Um Bye, Dad. um let's talk too about the music festival that is coming to Keeneland in August. So it's called Railbird. Excuse me, I almost said Rare Bird. And it's going to feature. Apparently, it's like a music festival. It's going to feature, what do they call them? Premium music acts. Um, Mash and Drum. We will make that happen soon. I promise you. Um, I told Dad he could stay, and he's back. um, and there's going to be a bourbon aspect to it too. And they said something about horses, but I don't know how much horse stuff they're going to do. Um, so what I would really like to do is kind of what I did with Bourbon and Beyond. So I would love to take the podcast there. And, if there's distillery folk, talk to them, get to talk to some musicians as well. Because it's put on by the same people who did Bonnaroo, or do Bonnaroo rather, and Forecastle, which is a music festival in Louisville. I know people know that. Why am I explaining it? So I think it would be so cool to be able to go and do that. Um, it's one thing to do Louisville and go to Bourbon and Beyond, but it's my hometown of Lexington. And to be able to go and see something as cool as a music festival like this in town, um, yeah, I would totally do that. Let's see. Let me get caught up. Um, oh, good, Brian. Yes, come down soon, please. Um, oh, Monica, I don't have Statesman. I don't have Statesman. I'm sorry. You're on your own with that one, bud. I would love to just stay away from Old Forester Statesman if I could do that. And luckily I have up until now. Um, so yeah, Jason, I think it'd be great. Um, I'd love to go and talk to the I don't know if it's like a bar staff or they have like a um I don't know, like a drink team or whatever at Keeneland, but I'd love to go and talk to them about that sometime as well. What were my thoughts on Long Branch? Eh, I think we reviewed it on the podcast. I'm pretty sure we did. And it was fine. Again, I feel like I'm just saying everything's fine tonight. I don't know why. But there just wasn't a whole lot to it. It just wasn't for me. It was too low a proof, I thought, as well. I need to revisit it. I need to go back and check it again. Because it has been a while since I've tried it. What I really want to do, and I think I might have done it recently, but I didn't spend the time with it that I should have. But apparently, doing a 1-to-1 blend of Long Branch and Rare Breed is supposed to be really good. So, yeah, absolutely. What did Dustin say? You might be be allowed in Keeneland Bay, Dustin. Where'd my water go? Oh, there it is. Sorry, lost my water. Keeneland is sorry, Stephen. It is a horse racing track in Lexington. It's historic. It's beautiful. Everybody goes there for one of the two meets. Excuse me. There's one in the spring and one in the fall. It's just a really good time. You get to go and bet on horses for a little bit. Drink some bourbon, get dressed up, and oh, now Dad's really leaving. My dad. Monica, we would definitely hang out at the hill at Keeneland too, because that's where the fun really is. Because you get to, bring all your good stuff, bring all your whiskey. You don't have to pay for it. Just like tailgating. It's tailgating for horse racing. That's a pretty good nose. Yes, you can, Jason. Actually, that is a thing that you can do. Jack Daniel's Heritage bottle is beating 1910 at the moment. Ah, interesting. Interesting. It is Lexington's version of Churchill Downs. It's a good time. I love it. I'm looking forward to the spring meet. Although part of it is during the live show in Louisville, so I'll have to go a different weekend. But oh well. Keeneland was on Top Chef tonight. Yeah, I missed it. Chad and Sarah were at a watch party. Hey, that's not bad. Seriously, that is not bad at all. There's like a caramel brittle note in there that I really quite like. It's really good. Old Forester just does like it doesn't always do it for me. It's always just kind of good, okay. Like I'd rather have something else, but like this is a good bottle. I have nothing. I have no complaints with Old Forester Signature. I think it's very solid. Yeah, I actually need to get caught up on Top Chef too. I just haven't done that yet. Been too many other things that I've been trying to watch as well. And this podcast thing that I do too. So my dang beard keeps rubbing on my face. Jeez. There's a little bit of peanut butter in there too, which is really interesting. Actually, it's more of like a Reese's now I really think about it. It's all kind of sweet. It's just kind of a very sweet bourbon. Like there's not a whole lot of darker notes in there. No like nuts or really not a whole lot of oak either. But still tasty. Still tasty. I bet this would be really good um around the holidays when you're eating like caramel popcorn or cheesy popcorn or whatever you like. Um At a scotch tasting. Oh boy. Um yeah, Steven, I kind of feel the same way. And the JOB as well. How are the Old Forester barrel picks? I've never had one. I've never had one actually. Um we do need another Google Hangout soon. Um that will absolutely happen. Um Yeah, Monica can't leave. Monica is forbidden from leaving early. Why don't we do it in? Why don't we do it in a couple weeks? Oh, sorry, gosh, oh. Lucy's actually going to be out of town again, so I'll have some free time while she's gone. So we can make that happen. We'll make that happen. Aw, Eric, thank you. Statesman's in the house. Look. Look. No, thank you. No, thank you. There's just nothing wrong with that. Just nothing wrong with that. Monica, don't put yourself through that. It's awful. Don't do that to yourself. I need some water. Dang thirsty. You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? Just had a good idea. Give me a second. So I have, I can't remember where I got it from. But it's an Old Forester bottled and bond. What is Lucy watching? This is from sometime in the mid 90s. I can't remember for sure. Because it's got the same label as the Old Forester that I had. Yeah, I can't remember when it's actually from, but I'll have it since I just had the signature, because that would be a nice little comparison. Wouldn't you say? They're both 100 proof. They're both at least 4 years old, right? I mean, they're supposed to be. I don't know. What's everybody else drinking aside from Statesman and other nastiness? Just kidding. Joe, you don't want a bottle of Statesman. It is a hard pass for me. Just go watch my Uncorking with Chad and Sarah, and you'll know all you need to know about why that bottle is so bad. Oh, Clifton. I still find McKenna 10 every now and then. It's only noon in Australia. Well, fair enough. How is Australia or how is the future is what I was going to ask. Does anything happen that we should know about? Anyway, want to open the Wathen's barrel proof. Oh, that would have been nice. Some new riff 110.8. Nice. Dang, Clifton, that's awesome. The world's ended. Oh, great. Great. Yeah, Jason, I pretty much do the same. McFly. There's that funkiness. Woo, that's good. That is good. Yeah, it's got more body to it. All the dark notes that I was kind of missing in the signature, those are present in this bottled and bond for sure. And I don't know a whole lot about it. Like I said, I can't even remember when I got it or where I got it from or what year it was produced. Yeah. I'm not going to do Chad singing Back in Time by Huey Lewis in the News. Didn't they do that on the show recently? Can't remember. Oh, cyclone off the coast. Stay safe. Stay safe. Why does everybody have McKenna near them except for us? Joe, I hope you make it to Lexington this weekend. Love to see you on Saturday night. Have ever had? Oh no, he was asking Monica. I have had regular Coopers. We did a little bonus episode on it, and it was fine. Yes, Eric, you do. Still trying to get caught up. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Whoa, 140 for a bottle. That is rough. I'm sorry, Lil. Yeah. So I think I was the first person to be privy to that information. Um, I've not seen it reported anywhere else. Um, but yeah, Wilderness Trail has their rye bourbon coming out later this year. Um, so I am super stoked for that. I cannot wait to try that. I think I'm gonna have Haley back on the show too. She was from Wilderness Trail. Have her on soon because she was a lot of fun. She was really cool. And then I'll definitely get Tom from Jeff the Creed on soon as well. Um, Eric is friends with me on Facebook. Yes. Um, Steven, yeah, that's about the same for me with excuse me, for Four Roses picks. Yeah. Oh, big feats. That is way too much for Booker's 30th. Um, this is really good. I am going to be sad when this bottle's gone. Really and truly. Um, the one drawback I would say is it does kind of have a little bit of an like a cherry cough syrup note to it. Um, but that's fine. Oh, Swan, that's why you asked if everything was okay. You because um sorry. Anyway. Um yeah, Jason, I mean, I was seriously excited to find out that they're gonna have a Wilderness Trail rye bourbon. Um I mean, I am stoked for that, man. We might have to be the exclusive um podcast for when that gets released as well. Oh, Swan, I just been drinking. That's all you really miss. Yep. I pulled my headphones too far. Sorry about that. You know what? I think it's time to do this review. Got about 15 minutes left. Yes, a rye mash bill from Wilderness Trail. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Ah. Monica, I'm very excited. I'm very happy that Lilith and her partner Chris are part of our bourbon community. Um, they're going to be coming back in September. So, ooh, that was a good little pop. So I want to say too, this was a bottle that I did not buy. This was lent to me by Swanee in the chat. So everybody, uh, say thanks to Swan for making this week's review a possibility. So, Cooper's Craft, for anybody who doesn't know, again, of course, is a Brown Forman product. Um, it is named after basically their own cooperage, where they build their barrels. And they do this weird thing to the barrel um, where it's like they put grooves in it in the staves. They say chiseled and charred on the front label. And it says on the back, our chiseled barrels have been handcrafted by our master coopers to deliver a bold and complex Kentucky bourbon that is bottled at 100 proof. So this is the newest release of Cooper's Craft. Normally they have, what is it, like an 81 proof or something like that? I can't remember for sure. And it's good. Um, 82 proof. There we go. And it's good. It's fine. There's, but when they announced that they were going to do a 100 proof version, I was pretty excited. Typically higher proof, I like it a little bit better than lower proof expressions. But I mean, there's always exceptions. I won't get too deep into it. I think it's forgettable. I think it's a good way of putting it. But I mean, I did consider going out and getting a little airplane bottle of Cooper's just so I could compare it. I just kind of ran out of time, unfortunately. Um, yeah, Old Forester Rye though at $23 is fabulous. Well, that's peculiar. What am I smelling? There's a little bit of toasted marshmallow, some cinnamon, some apricot. Apricot? How do I say that word? Apricot? I think I say apricot. Can't remember. Um, Old Forester Rye. Absolutely Old Forester Rye. I can't. Yeah. No question. You know what's funny? It's like I'm actually getting a little bit of the I'm picking up some of the rye in there as well. Like some of that mintiness that comes through when you nose a rye whiskey. It's a pretty good nose. I mean, honestly, I I am not upset with this nose by any means. Okay, that time I got a little bit of the alcohol in the nose too. Sorry about that. And there's a little bit of a floral note to it as well. Very specifically like roses. It's really, I mean, it's really not a bad nose by any means. Let's find out what the palate's like. Cheers to everybody. Thank you for being here on this Thursday night live stream. That's not bad. That's really not bad at all. It's really full. Wow. I am pleasantly surprised by this. They really did themselves a huge favor by bumping up the proof to 100 on this one. Wow. Well done. I didn't mean not bad in like a um whatever kind of way. I meant it in like a when I say not bad, I mean it in like the not bad, like that kind of inflection to it. So there you go. Second sip, I got a lot more like peanuts, like very specifically like salted peanuts, um, on the palate than I did the first time. Some of those darker notes are still in there as well. There's kind of a like strawberry flavor to it, interestingly enough. And it kind of has that mouthfeel of that consistency, kind of like a milkshake, where it's really creamy and really coats your tongue well. But I I really kind of like this. Excuse me. Little secret for you guys, which you don't hear on the podcast, is every time I do that, I, as you can tell, it happens a lot, but I edit it out every single time. That's all. Yeah, this is I really kind of like it. Um, It, of course, is not the best thing I've ever had, but you know what? I would be interested to try it up against some other $30 bourbons. Maybe even Henry McKenna Bottled and Bond. I mean, it would be an interesting comparison. Um, Kitchen table, you see it nowhere. That's odd. I see it every now and then. Um, I do like kitchen table though. I will say. Um, yeah, I mean, really, it's just really $30 I think is super appropriate for it. Um, Maybe if it were a little bit cheaper, I could get it, but I just think that overall it's solid. It is very solid. Um, so I'll give it the run through. I'll give it the whole nose palette finish price treatment. Um, $30, Brandon. Um, anybody who doesn't know, I think you all know. I have a review system on the podcast of nose, palette, finish, and price. Each category is out of 5, and then I tally it up for a total out of 20. So, nose on this one, I'm going to give it a 3.5. It's a very interesting and decent nose. Amazing, no, but I think it's good. I think it's solid. A 3.5 in my book is kind of a solid. Um, yeah, 3.5. Palette. Yeah, I think I'm going to give the palette a 3.5 as well. It's not that it was like fully delivering from nose to palate, but I think it's actually offering something different in the same kind of interesting way. Um, it's got layers, it's got a little bit of an intensity to it. Oh, I just think it's a very enjoyable kind of um, easy sipper. Finish, it's good, but I don't know if it's great. I think I might give it a 2. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. It's very middle of the road. Like there's just not so much going on with it that I'm bouncing off the walls or anything. It's just kind of one note. It's just this caramel flavor that I'm getting more than anything. Um, Price at $30. Taking everything into account, I'd say that's probably about a 3, maybe a 3.5 on a good day. Um, I've had a good day. I'll give it a 3.5. Um, so I think that's a 14 out of 20. So this is a pretty solid recommend for me. Um, in that price range, I mean, if you have something that you like a little bit more, or if you have something that you really like in this area, I think that this is a good comparison bourbon. Just so you know, you like, oh, this is why I like that. Um, but hey, Swan, look at us. Look at us. We are awfully close in our scores. I could see this being I could see this being a good everyday sipper. I think this would hold up super well in cocktails. I think a Manhattan with this would be amazing. I'll be really honest with you. Again, best bourbon I've ever had? Nah. But real good. Really solid effort from Brown Forman here. Pleasantly surprised. Way to go, you guys. Yeah. Yep. And even as it's opening up, there's some kind of like, is it coffee? There's kind of a coffee note to it, I think. Yeah, like coffee beans. It's real light. It's real light in there, but it's still definitely there. Some chocolate's kind of coming up too, but thank you for your score there, Joe. Mm, I dig it. I do. Kudos to Brown Forman. Might have to pick up a bottle myself. I'll be honest with you. The Rye in the 1910. I'll have to check out that. And with that in mind, I'll have to go back to the Rye at the very least. I might have that. Just to kind of close out the show. But maybe that's something that's kind of prevalent in Old Forester that I've not really picked up on until now. But hey, man, I'll take it. I like it. Anybody got any questions as we wrap up? We're kind of ending the hour, getting close to the end of the hour. So if you have any questions, maybe take a couple to close out the night. And yeah, yeah. Oh, Bullet 12-year rye. Cannot wait for it. Cannot wait for it. I am so excited to try it. I would just love to try that. I think it would be a really good whiskey. But because I thought that Bullet Rye was really good too. I haven't had it in a hot minute either. But what was the rumor with the Wild Turkey Rare Breed and the Laser Coat LLGC? The rumor was that LLGC had some 15-year product in it. Not sure what the normal Bullet Rye age is. Yes, Monica, we will do another Google Hangout very soon. Couple of weeks. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that soon. Don't worry about that. Any more? Anything else? Nothing? No. That's okay. That's all right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out the show. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. It's been real fun. Do you need to be a patron for the Google Hangout? Yes, you do, Brandon. So that's actually a good question. I started doing these Google Hangouts just kind of as a test. But the next tier on Patreon is that we will do a once a month Google Hangout with patrons only. But yes, you do have to be a patron to get into the Google Hangouts. So yeah, that about does it for me. Go follow everything on social media at My Bourbon Pod, of course, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Bourbonshop.threadless.com, apparel and merch. 5-star rate and review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Please give a like, a share, a comment, a subscribe on YouTube. That really helps me out as well. Let's see what else. Tickets are of course still available for the live show. We have 9 left. 9 left for the show. So you need to get on that, especially if you want to, if you want to come hang out with us and have a good time. Patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. Little as $1 a month. Help us out. I think that about does it. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. See you next week. But until then, I'm Perry, and this is my Bourbon Podcast live stream. I don't know why I struggled with that. Whew. Bye, y'all.